Sometimes connection doesn't start with love, it starts with understanding. Two people talking, slowly trying to figure each other out. Not impressing, not pretending, just observing. And in that process, something invisible begins to form, a bond. Not loud, not dramatic, just a feeling that this person feels familiar. That is where connection begins. Because connection is not about how much you talk, it is about how much you understand without talking. It is when silence doesn't feel awkward anymore, it feels comfortable. It is when you start noticing small things, the way they respond, the way they pause, the way they care without announcing it. And slowly, that connection becomes stronger than attraction. Now, let me tell you something important. My analysis is this: a relationship does not move towards marriage because of time, it moves towards marriage because of depth of connection. Because when connection is strong, you don't need constant explanation. You start understanding each other's moods, you start adjusting without being asked, you start caring without keeping score. And that is the turning point. When two people begin to feel emotionally safe with each other, that is when connection deepens. And when connection deepens, distance stops mattering. Arguments stop breaking the bond. Ego starts disappearing slowly. Because now it is not just two individuals, it is one emotional system learning to function together. And when a connection reaches that level, it becomes difficult to imagine life without that person. Not because of dependence, but because of emotional alignment. That is when connection transforms. It stops being just connection and starts becoming commitment. And that natural evolution of connection is what we call marriage. Because marriage is not the beginning of connection, marriage is the result of a connection that kept growing, kept deepening, and never broke. So always remember, if the connection is not strong, nothing will last. But if the connection is real, everything else will follow naturally.